Hi everyone, welcome to WIC channel. My name is Rifat. So today's video is going to be dedicated to kind of go on, a brief overview of all the ratios, the key ratios that people should kind of check before kind of investing in a stock. Like those stuff I keep on saying, what's a PE, what's a forward PE. I kind of go through those stuff often in my video, and I thought, what the hell, give you guys a brief description of what are those and what are those meanings and stuff like that, so you guys have a better idea, which is important. And also this is I'm going to go through those details, and I kind of use Blizzard, as you guys can see, as the example, I would say. But it's just like I just use them. But also, this important to know is that the key metrics can give you a kind of guidance, but it's also important to kind of compare it to the industry. Example using Blizzard. Blizzard is in the gaming industry and those kind of stuff. You must compare with his peers and see, okay, is 19 PE related to them. So it's kind of those kind of stuff must be seen. But still, I'm just gonna go through those brief details as what are those PEs, what a PE means, what is PEG, all kind of important ratios that you should keep in mind, when you kind of before you invest in a stock. So enough of me blabbering. Let's pop into it, right? So let's start with the fantastic PE. That's one of the first thing I would say. What is PE? PE is pretty much its price to earnings. As they'd say, and the formula is pretty simple. They take the market value per share divided by the earnings per share. So pretty much that how it is calculated, and then you get the share. So it's pretty much you get the EPS, which is the earnings per share, and the market value per share. So it's pretty much you would take 25, like in this case it's you would take $43 divided by the earnings per share. Example, it is like in this case over here we can see it's $2.28. So we can pull out the calculator, we'll say. So in this case, you can do is you pull out here is $43.38 divided by $2 and $2.28. There we go, $2.28, and there you go, you got your PE ratio of 19, which is here. So it's kind of similar to that. So that's kind of the concept you guys get. So it's kind of important to guys know the difference. That's how you get the PE. So it's pretty much it's trading 19 times its earnings, which is an important ratio. Now that comes is the forward PE. Forward PE is a different thing. It's pretty much what analysts expects in the coming years, I would say, and coming year, and say, okay, it's gonna earn maybe, I don't know, we'll say $4 a share, and now it's trading at like $43, so you're paying 16 times future earnings. So it's kind of a more prediction, right? That's more like not for certain. So that's one. Now on to the next, which is a PEG ratio. I don't often see this, but it's an important ratio to see. It's pretty much, it's the price, we get it over here. It's the price to earnings to growth. So pretty much it's what is the EPS growth. You can either do the EPS growth of the past year, like example 5 previous year, that you get the growth of it, and you put the price earnings per share, and then you put like you see the price divided by earnings per share. It's technically the PE, and you do divided by the growth. That can be the growth that's expected in the coming years, or you can also compare in the past. So it depends how you want to view it. Some people want to view it like, oh yeah, the company right now we can say is Activision is like trading 2.3 times projected earnings. The growth percentage, I would say. And that is, so people will say, but the difference, some people can say, I like to compare the past, my past is like different. So it's how you want to approach it, right? You want to approach it like for the future growth or the past growth. It's either way how you want to see it, right? And on to the next is price to sales. Pretty much how I would say it's pretty much the market value, the market cap, divided by the revenue total, the sales. So this is very important when you want to compare growth stocks. In the case, like you can see, I don't know, X amount of growth stocks earn we'll say I don't know, like, they're trading around, we go back to the Activision Blizzard, around 4.52, and the industry in that, it's gonna say, oh, they're trading on 8 or 6, then you can say, oh, then Activision is undervalued. That is that becomes a more interesting metric or ratio when you go into growth stocks. When you go into dividend, it's there, but it's less dominant, I would say, as a ratio. But mostly when you go into growth stocks, they would care because they don't pay much dividends, so it's important to see the ratio. The peers are trading around this much price to sales, so if this gets low, it's starting to become undervalued. So that, I would say, is another way. And price to book, it's the market price per share divided by the book value per share. So that's pretty much that. So that's pretty much, you would know is that right now you're buying this example Activision, it's trading 2.8 times its book value, so you're paying that much. So lower the value means pretty good. I mean, like, you get a better advantage. And then under 1 means it's pretty much like a bargain, because if the company goes pretty much bankrupt, you would get money. So it's pretty much, that's a great advantage of price to book buying low, but right now I'm paying a bit more. So in that case, for that stock in question. And finally, it's the last one I would say is the current ratio. The current ratio is pretty much the total asset divided by the total current liability. So it's total current assets and current liabilities, which is vital. Then we have to go into the balance sheet to kind of get that. So when you go in the balance sheet, you have 2 sections, right? You have one that's the total current assets, and this is total assets, because current assets, it's more fast to liquidate in case we need the money fast. It's easier to liquidate within the year. Long term, it's a bit more hard. So it's pretty much like, real estate, stuff like that, it's hard to like get rid of fast. So that's the reason we take the total current assets. And the same thing with we take the total current liabilities, because those are the debt or stuff that you pay in the short term, which is usually 12 months. So those stuff, and so anything happens. So in this case, you take like this amount divided by this amount. And like in the case of Activision Blizzard, it comes to 2.63, which is pretty good, because in case, that means the company is very well immune. So that means they're able to kind of pay out their stuff. Anything happens, they have the money to pay it out their debt. So that means there any downturn or bad things happens, they're very strong, financially stable. And this is also a catch 101, right? I mean, less than 1, it's not good. That means the company is like, hey, I'm having trouble meeting my needs in case something happens. If the debt comes knocking at the door, I would be dangerous. Like, I mean, more in the I would be in the lifeline, I would say. But now also the bad thing is, example, you start entering in the 3, the 5, the 6, 7. That means it's good, yes. But I mean, sometimes you could see another way. The company has debt, but has a lot of assets. That means the company sometimes doesn't know where to allocate the money. So there's 2 different point of views that can be taken in this scenario. Higher, too high, it could be also viewed as good, but also can sometimes be viewed as bad. So it depends how you want to approach it. So yeah, I mean, those are the kind of the metrics I would initially start by, I would say key ratios that I would see. You know what, all those kind of links I have up there, I would drop it down in the description so you guys can go ahead and read for yourself. I love this website, Instapedia. They have videos also that can really help you guys to maybe if you like animated videos and stuff like that, would greatly give you the descriptions for you guys. That kind of explains very good, I would say, so you guys can understand. That's about it. So, I mean, and also in the description, the 2 links for Facebook and also the Twitter channel. Would love to have you guys there. So that's about it. So you know what, and also for one more thing, that's what subscribe. Forget I always say subscribe if you guys didn't subscribe, and like the video. That'd be awesome. So yeah, thank you very much for watching, and have yourself a wonderful day. Whoosh!